What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sportster, aka Akintunde, back with another video. And today we got Lonzo Ball. Freudian slip. Shout out to them Lakers. Liangelo Ball, son of kleptomaniac son of Lavar Ball, has pulled Liangelo out of UCLA. Oh, man. So the boy had a chance to learn, some consequences. And, let me first say this. I thought Lavar did a great job with these boys. When we first were introduced to the Ball family, the older kid, he shuts his mouth, he plays ball. That's what I got from him, before he got to the Lakers. Kept his mouth shut and just played ball. Had a good high basketball IQ. But over time, we're starting to see Lavar's warts as a dad. And this is one wart that's gonna, pay off. It's going to have repercussions for years to come. By not making this boy face the consequences of what he did in China and face whatever suspension UCLA gave him, you teaching this boy that, look, you don't have to, there's always going to be somebody to get you out of your consequences. Your consequences, I'll come save you. Somebody can come save you, no matter what you do. And you don't even have to be grateful. Okay? And I think UCLA is pretty happy about this. I'm not even going to lie. I think UCLA is very happy about this. I think they're like, thank God, Lavar. Because Liangelo's not a one and done kid, okay? Liangelo's a type of kid who would probably stayed there for 3 years. Maybe 2, but I would have advised him to stay 3. Now, he's a hell of a scorer. I'm not saying that he's not good, but I just don't think he'd be ready, the type of kid to be ready for the NBA after 1.5 years of college ball, which is what he would have ended up playing because he would have only played half of this season and the next season before he would have probably wanted to leave after his sophomore year. And I would have definitely tried to make him stay till his junior year. Then you got the little one, LaMelo, coming behind. Okay? And he's a shooter, but, who knows? He averaged 27 a game last year as a sophomore in high school, playing a national schedule, playing everybody in the country. They play that. One thing about the Ball kids, they played that up-tempo style at Chino Hills, where that running gun, Loyola Marymount type of basketball. And that stuff can inflate your numbers, okay? It can inflate your numbers because I remember Loyola Marymount with Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball. Now, don't get me wrong, Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball were top flight recruits. They started at USC before they transferred to Loyola Marymount. They were top flight recruits out of Philadelphia. So those guys would have been great ball players anywhere. But average scoring 40 points a game and averaging 30 points, I don't think Hank Gathers would average 30 and 15 in the ACC. You know what I'm saying? Or the Big Ten. But playing that style, up and down, it gets you a lot of points, and it gets you a lot of. You give up a lot. You give up a lot, and you get a lot. And that was one of my favorite teams of all time, that Loyola Marymount team. I remember they beat they ended up losing to UNLV in the regional final in 1990. They lost to the UNLV team that went on to win the national championship. I remember they beat the pants off of Michigan that year. But anyway, I think it was the second round or the first round, they beat the pants off of Michigan. The defending champion, Michigan, who had won the championship the year before. But that style of ball, that down type ball, when these guys get to the pros, they're not going to play that style of ball. So I don't know how LaMelo's going to translate. So you'd have another kid. You'd possibly have 5 more years dealing with the ball, this Lavar ball character. You know what I mean? Him taking swipes at the coaches like he's already done. Him, saying outlandish things like he said to the president. And again, I know I'm rambling here, but, my old head basketball fans appreciate this. Everybody not going to click on this. This ain't even a post for everybody. Most of y'all don't click on it unless it got Kanika or some drama, you know what I'm saying, involved in it. So it don't even matter. But yeah. If I'm UCLA, I'm happy to get rid of LaVar Ball, man. And what he said to Trump, how the way the black community reacted to that was so childish, man. Like, and I'm sure the people at UCLA were like, "Oh my God," because they're not black. The brass at UCLA is not black people, so they would look at what LaVar did as what it was, childish and immature. They're not going to look at it as like, he ain't got to say thank you to the president. That's code word for racism. Saying thank you is code word. Thank you is the new nigga. Like, they ain't looking at this foolishly like that. They looking at it like a normal person. Like, you got your kid out of a Chinese possible 3 to 10 in China. You just say thank you. And you move on. Period. And then nobody asked LaVar to say thank you. Donald Trump asked the kids, he wondered if the kids would thank him. He said, I wonder if the kids will say thank you. All 3 of the kids said thank you. TMZ asked LaVar, would he thank him? And LaVar took that as a chance to, play the media and get his name in the media. Say, man, I ain't got to thank him. And then black people said, why does he have to thank him? No, nobody said. Then Donald Trump said, oh, he's ungrateful. Donald Trump never asked the father never asked LaVar Ball to thank you. Once LaVar Ball said he's not thanking him, then Donald Trump called him ungrateful. Black folk don't care nothing about no timelines, when something happened, the chain of events. They don't care. As long as they can be the victim, they just trying to figure out, how can we be the victim? How can we make it look like we victimized? While it's slavery in Libya, they don't want to talk about that. They're crazy. I mean, if I was UCLA, I would be like, man, look, you Negroes are crazy. I'm done with y'all. Take it back to the 50s. Give me an all-white team like Adolph Rupp or something. Crazy. And black folk gonna find, yeah, he should have took him out. Nah, taking this boy out is the worst thing. This boy gonna end up in jail. He gonna be a rich. Say he go to the NBA. He gonna be a rich, spoiled kid that thinks that the consequences don't apply to him. And you know where people like that end up in? Jail, prison, where he almost ended up once. But when he gets that sentence in the United States and he get a Meek Mill judge that don't care how much money you got, I'm telling you, man, this kid, I'd have let this little dude sit out however long UCLA wanted him to sit out. And he would have learned that lesson. I wouldn't have bailed him out of this. He already got bailed out of Chinese prison. Think about it. The big thing was getting him out of Chinese prison. That was the major thing. That was the major thing. Get him out of Chinese prison. That was the major thing. Get him out of Chinese prison. Okay? Then you not only gonna get him out of Chinese prison, you can get him out of the suspension. And now here's the question that everybody wants to know now. Well, is he going to the NBA? Is he going to the G League? I mean, he'll be a year out of college, out of high school. He can go to the G League. Will he get drafted? Will he enter the NBA draft? I don't think he'll get drafted. Somebody may take a flyer on him, though. You never know. The Wizards, somebody with a stupid-ass GM, like the Wizards might take a flyer on him. He's a midget. Wizards love midgets. They love short players. The team that drafted Muggsy Bogues had Michael Adams. Y'all remember Michael Adams? I don't even know if y'all remember Michael Adams. Wizards, he was a great little guard. Played for the Wizards. I mean, dropped numbers. He put up like 29 a game. They love midgets. Wizards love midgets. Gilbert Arenas. Now you got John Wall and Bradley Beal. You got a starting backcourt. Both of them 6'2". You're the only one in the league like that. Everybody else got like 6'4" and 6'7" or 6'3" and 6'8". Wizards got 6'2", 6'2". Now those dudes can jump and they athletic, but still, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. So maybe the Wizards will take them. They like midgets. But I doubt it. So you're looking at him enter. He can play in the G League. He can just go into the G League, or he can go overseas and play overseas, and then into the NBA draft after that with a year of, film of him playing against competition. Because look, Brandon Jennings did that. A few years ago. He came out of high school. He was at Oak Hill Academy in mouth of Wilson, Virginia, and he was Oak Hill Academy. That's probably the #1 high school basketball program in the country. And he decided to go to. Now Brandon Jennings is a reserve on the Knicks now. He's been a reserve for the last 3-4 years. He was a reserve for the Wizards last year. Now Brandon Jennings ain't nothing but like 25, 26 years old. He's already a reserve. So I mean, and Manuel Mudiay for the Denver Nuggets. He did the same thing. He went over to China. He's a starter, but I don't know if he's let's see here. I think he's a starter for the look, he's averaging 10 points a game. Okay? His career average is 11.7. Yeah. All right. And he's a point guard. And this is the era of the point guard. Not impressive stats. Not impressive stats. This is the era of you. This is the era of the point guard. The game is open. The game is made for point guards now. So you got Brandon Jennings, career average 14, averaging 8 this year, averaged 3.5 last year. So these are the two guys that have gone overseas instead of going to college. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What league will he play in? Best overseas basketball. Let's see what the best overseas basketball leagues are. Okay. Spain's Liga. Okay. Turkish Basketball Super League. Russia's VTB League. Fran Fraschilla knows. He's over there. Fran Fraschilla knows. Euro League. Okay, that's the soccer champions. But he says Spain. Spain is probably the best league that he would go to. Or Turkey. So Lavar, if you don't have him, Russia, Germany, if you try to send him over there to like Greece or something, or try to send him over there to Sweden to play ball with a bunch of scrubs. Greece is pretty good. Or China. The Chinese basketball is 12th. That's where Stephon Marbury and Jimmer Fredette played. I don't think he'll go back to China though. That would be funny. That would be funny. Oh God, Jimmer Fredette is averaging 40 points a game. Just think about how bad the Chinese league has to be. Think about how horrible the Chinese league is. Jimmer Fredette is averaging 40 points a game. Okay? I want to repeat that just one more time for you. Jimmer Fredette is averaging 40 points a game in the Chinese basketball league. Stephon Marbury is still playing. Okay. All right. All right. Stephon Marbury is a star in the league. He's won the championship last year. And Jimmer Fredette is averaging 40 points a game. Let's look at the Spanish league right quick, man. See who's... Oh, man. Okay, Marc Gasol, Paul, and Marc Gasol played there. Kristaps Porzingis played there in his first 2 years. Damn, last season, 39 former ACB players, which is the name of the Spanish league, the most played in the NBA. Wow. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. That's absolutely amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So he need, if he don't go to the Spanish league got competition over there. 39 NBA players formerly played in the Spanish league. Yeah, Lonzo, we need you to go to that Spanish league. We're gonna need you to go to the Spanish league. Okay? Because that's like college. There's a lot of guys who play Division One that's in the NBA. So if you will skip that and not play Division One basketball, you need to go to Spain. If you're not gonna go to the G League, which is formerly known as the D League. Get in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think. Peace. Like and subscribe too. Hit that like button.